let's do this. I have been sitting on this video for far too long, and seeing as I finally have some free time to myself, let's get this done. Salt Lake City crit, industry crit, but I'm gonna just keep saying crit. It's day one, and you can tell things look a little bit different here. We've got some more data. Pay no mind to the fact that for some reason one of our Garmin's is registering a very different temperature than the other. I assure you, it was a blast furnace. It was hot. And this data is coming from our homie Ashton on automatic, racing the 2-3 with me today. So I'm hoping this provides a little bit of insight to what we're dealing with. That Flyers orange dot is Ashton, and the usual color, I don't know, yellow, I guess, is me. But I wanted to make sure Ashton felt welcome to the channel by making sure that he got his dump truck watts. So for those of us trying to keep up and understand what's happening here, anytime that orange dot is ahead of that yellowish dot, and you see 800 watts that you can do in the bottom right corner, that's why things are going 32 miles an hour. Big boys on the front. So with that, let's just jump right into the race. Normally, I would go through what the course looks like, but one, they don't do this course anymore. They defunct this year, and they changed it for 2024. And it's just a standard 4-corner grip with really rough pavement. In the elevator, we basically had a gentleman's agreement that we were not going to take pulls to bring back each other's attacks, and we're going to try to sort of pseudo work together. And as he's kind of just sitting on the front at this point, it's time for me to go. And I see 3 men up the road. We're going after it, and my camera decides it's going to start wobbling around. I didn't even notice this during the race. I noticed it afterwards, but I'm going to go with this and see if it's got any potential. Man, concrete is so bad. Everybody in this break worked hard and put an effort forward, and as you can see, we've got a pretty good gap here. I definitely wanted the break to stick, but it was probably too early, so it is what it is. I kind of did what Coach said, wait 15 minutes before going, and I think we got up to 22 seconds, and then you can see that orange dot is really closing in on the other one. But ultimately, we knew this was doomed here on the 11th lap, and you're about to hear why. The running joke in our house is that Frankie doesn't like us very much. But to call out an NV Wheels Supreme while I'm in a breakaway, come on, dog, that's not cool. But let's see how this lap shakes out. I'm still on the front here, not where I want to be right now. And that heart rate's a little higher than I think I wanted it to be too. So I swing wide. I know that someone's going to fly by in any second now, and I just want to make sure that I'm going to stay connected. Someone takes a long shot and wants to go with them. I'm getting yelled at. Ashton just kind of slow rolls it, right? Really wish I had the rear camera for this one, but small gap, and I haven't really recovered. I know I can't sprint like this, so I'm just going to try to stay connected and see if maybe I can counter. We come in the finishing stretch. Ashton does this smaller rider dirty by making him take the line up front. And now it basically just looks like a scratch race. And take a look at the dump truck. It's still just hovering there at like 900 watts. And there it goes, just kicks. My dude basically just goes home with $3,000 wheels on a Preem. Man, that's a day's work right there. And I can't even counter because they're just so far gone. I gotta go recover. Congrats, Ash. Well done, man. Just peeking at the data for a second here. 28.5 miles an hour, 3 hot dogs, and it was also incredibly hot out the entire day. I guess this was my typical Cat 3 performance, but I felt like I put in a lot more effort than I needed to. For an example, look where my position is here, and I'm holding 345, 360, 400 now, and I know that this rider coming up on my left, I wanted to have someone start the attack. I didn't want me to start the attack, but I attacked from the front, and we got a rider down, and I made some mental mistakes here that I probably should have looked for better opportunities to go with than to probably string everyone along. Like, we're looking at the orange dot behind mine, and that means Ashton's right behind me, which means the whole pack is there. Again, these are just mental errors I'm calling out for others to learn from my mistakes. But there is a rider up the road that I want to bridge to, and it looks like the pack just kind of lets me go a little bit. So this rider's up the road, 2, 3 more, and I'm wondering if I can try to bridge that to make this stick. Instead, I strand myself in no man's land and just get scooped up by the pack. Again, just mental mistakes that I made. So it's time to get back in, try to recover a little bit, and get ready for the last bit of this race. I don't have a GoPro on Ashton's bike, but his move just got pulled back, and there he is on the left. And I see everyone soft pedaling, and you can see the differential in speed there. Ashton's going 26, I'm doing 34. That's just good math when you're trying to break away. And not very many people respond, so it's time to get missile shaped, get low on my bike, and it looks like I've got one rider that comes with me. Again, same as the first break I got in, no complaints. Everybody pulled through, everyone worked hard, they're averaging a faster speed. Again, look at that gap between those 2 dots. We were absolutely putting ourselves on the limit and trying to just risk it for the biscuit. But you can see eventually that dot gets closer, and we eventually do get brought back, and the inevitable counterattack goes off right here. Doesn't look terribly dangerous. Pack is right behind us, and maybe this again is a mental error on my part. Perhaps I wasn't committed enough and should have just went with the next move again. At this point in the race, I think that Ashton's ready for this to be settled. It's a field sprint. I still want to take at least one more shot at this. My heart rate's back in check, and I'm starting to see everybody do that same lull they did earlier. When they start going 5, 6, 7 wide like this, it's time to make that snap and that separation. And unfortunately, I'm just not hitting it hard enough. 700 watts is not a good way to break away. And before we had a 9, 10 watt, 10 mile an hour differential. Now it's just 2 or 3. And this is just kind of a sad attack that I'm going to try to bridge up to this rider here and just see if I can make a result, force a result out of this. But a spoiler alert, I don't make it to that rider, I get absorbed again by the group, and I'm just pack finished. Hey, sometimes it just is what it is. But rounding the final corner here, dump truck's about to eat. My dude, 1500 watt sprint, and then goes back up again. Another 1300, like I can't even muster 400. And back up to almost 1,000 for a third pop, like, whew. Alright, I'm never racing you, heads up, Ashton. Listen guys, overlaying all this data took a little bit more time than usual. I hope it's something you liked. Leave a comment below. Again, as always, like and subscribe. I love doing this stuff for the community. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.